This is Bangkok, Thailand, and this is the well-hidden Teochew Chinese Cemetery. Most visitors to Bangkok would never find this place. In fact, about 99% of people who call Bangkok home don't know that this cemetery exists. The cemetery was first opened around 1900 and was used as a burial ground for Chinese immigrants, and many locals think that the graveyard is haunted by these immigrants. Almost every grave is identical, and the cemetery looks as if it hasn't been kept up in the 120 years that it's been here. Graves are dilapidated, crumbling, and falling apart, and more than a few have collapsed enough to give us a glimpse on what's inside.
This is insane. Look at this. There's a gym right here, people gathering there with their scooters and motorbikes over here, and there's a grave, and there's a grave, and there's a grave, and there's a grave, literally right next to this gym over here. All right, so moving away from the parking lot, look at this. This cemetery is in complete disarray. This tombstone is fallen over. I mean, these are so old, but there's no way to tell how old these are. All the writing is in Chinese, and there are no dates on any of these grave markers. This one is falling apart. That one says 46. I don't know if that's a birth date, or if that's a plot number, or if that's the year that this individual died. It's the strangest cemetery I've ever seen. All right, look at this one. That one is completely cracked open and filled with water. I mean, this kind of reminds me of the ring, but, well, I guess in this case it would be the square. But as you get further into the cemetery, there's still cemetery plots all the way back there, but there is no way to get back there. This is completely overgrown. And here's another one. Look at this. Completely collapsed in on itself, which means that the body in the casket that's down there has completely deteriorated over time. All right, so look at this one. These are obviously newer plots. So that's March of 1986. So yeah, this is a newer plot compared to the rest of them. Maybe this person was born in 1967, died in 1986. This person died at 19 years old. As I walk, I'm looking on the ground because I was told that some of these tombs have, well, been raided by grave diggers. Some of them have broken open, and you can actually see, well, parts of human remains just kind of spread around the grounds here. So I'm kind of looking down for that. All right, look at this particular one. It's totally cracked open, and you can see the casket and the grave lining down below. And I am going to send the GoPro in there.
When I took my tour of this cemetery, it was right at the end of the rainy season, and unfortunately, most of these graves that were open were entirely flooded from the rainy season. So that one was completely flooded and full of water, so I couldn't get the GoPro too far down there, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna find another open one around here. So here's another open one, and I put the camera light on there. Unfortunately, most of these graves are so dilapidated that the grave liners are cracked. It seems as if no one is maintaining these grounds, and therefore there's garbage thrown everywhere. And in this one, we can see bottles and even a flip-flop floating in the dirty water. And it's a sheer bet that no matter how old this grave is, the coffin and the remains are completely waterlogged. All right, so that one was also flooded with water. We're gonna try to go that way and see if we can find some of these that are broken open that aren't flooded with water. I don't think we're going to, but as it gets darker out here, this place is gonna be crawling with vipers. This is total snake habitat out here, which of course I love, but it's gonna be dangerous for us to walk around here with all the vipers that are about to come out once that sun goes down. So have a look at these. These were either grave robbed a long time ago, or
the coffin and the body just decomposed to the point where the mound on top has long since collapsed. Look at this one. This one is another one totally filled with water. And look at that. There's water striders crawling around in here. That is just one waterlogged gravesite right there. How'd you like to be buried and have all this garbage thrown on top of you and have your entire gravesite neglected and flooded?
I probably wouldn't mind if you'd probably be dead.
Well, yeah, there's that. Look at this one behind you. Look at this. They sealed him in there pretty tight, so either they didn't want his body to be grave robbed or they didn't want this guy coming back.
Maybe they didn't want him coming back.
Possible.
I think that's a concrete theory, Dave.
Womp womp. All right, we're moving on this way. Oh man, this is getting really hard to walk down. This isn't like a path. I bet you nobody has walked down this part of the cemetery in some time. There are no footprints in the mud here. We're bushwhacking here. I don't know if that's smart or if that's dumb. But everything I do is kind of smart and dumb. Look at these two cracked open. Whoa. I can already see that that one is totally full of water, so I'm not going to send the GoPro down there, but this one, I can already see totally full of water. That's kind of a bummer. Look at that. That's crazy. Some kid lost his soccer ball in there and was just like, screw it, let it go. Oh, you guys got to see this. Look at this. I wonder if I can get back here to show you guys this. This is so muddy and so gross. I'm walking through muddy water that's soiled with decaying body. But look at that. Now, that certainly doesn't mean in Chinese or Thai culture what it means in Western culture, but that's still pretty rad. Okay, as you're walking through this overgrowth, you've got to watch out for all these open graves like this and kind of leap across them. And the more that I wind through this overgrowth, the more I'm probably going to get lost and probably have to bushwhack my way out of here. But all this grass, all these bushes in here, this is viper country, and there's 2 species of vipers that call Bangkok home. All right, so now I'm really deep in the overgrown part of the cemetery, and I'm kind of bushwhacking, there I said it, through here. And seriously, there are like open graves everywhere. The bushes, the grass is all over on top of it, and I can't see that it's an open grave beneath me when I walk, because I could fall right down in one of these open graves. Look at this. This one's completely fallen. That one's completely fallen. Those are going to fall over there. This is what I'm talking about. The cement right here, it looks sturdy. It looks like it's sitting on ground, but I don't know that that can support my weight. So I'm not going to step on that. And I don't know if walking on this dirt, if I'm not going to sink down. Chances are I'm not, but I'm definitely not going to test it. You know, believe it or not, this is not the first cemetery that I've gotten lost in. No, I actually think that it is. Oh, look at this one. This one is cracked wide open. I'm sending the GoPro in. Let's take a look and see what the inside of one of these graves looks like.
So that sun is on the horizon. It's just about to set. And that means in about a half hour, this place is going to be pitch black. And all the people in the park around me are gonna vacate this premises because they truly believe that this cemetery and the park around it is haunted. None of the locals around here will dare be in this park after dark. But Adam and I, we're coming right back here as soon as that sun sets.
This place has a completely different vibe here at night. Look at this.
But again, it is really dangerous to be out here at night.
There are 2 species of pit vipers, and they are here, and they live in this cemetery. And if we don't see them before they see us, it's gonna be a bad, bad night. Wait, what was that? Did you just hear that? Something moved right by these tombstones here. It's over there. Look at this one. This is the one with the soccer ball we saw earlier in the day. Just a really creepy vibe to this cemetery. And look at this. Nothing hiding in there during the night. And here's another open grave. I don't really see anything in there though. But man, just coming to a cemetery like this at night and looking in all these open graves, man, this is a creep vibe I have never had before in a cemetery. But again, I've got to be hyper aware of where I'm walking because anywhere in here could be a pit viper. Another open grave full of water. Another open grave. Look at that. And this entire place is completely deserted of people. People truly believe that this cemetery is haunted. Well, it's not a ghost. It's just a tomato frog. Hi, buddy. Look at this dude. Oh, look at this. Look at the size of that cockroach. That is a monster cockroach.
So right there, that's why it's dangerous to be in this cemetery after dark.
It's not the ghosts, it's not the spirits wandering around, it's that guy. That is a big-eyed pit viper, and that guy is extremely venomous, and they just disappear in plain sight, even in the light. So for us to be walking around with all this vegetation, it's actually really dangerous for us to be in this cemetery at night.
All right, guys, so even though I know a lot about snakes, it is getting a little bit dangerous. I only have my light panel with me. We don't have flashlights with us. We stay in here any longer, it's just a matter of time before we run into a viper, and well, that's gonna ruin the rest of our trip. But I'll tell you, touring this abandoned, neglected cemetery, one that is reportedly the most haunted cemetery in Bangkok, and finding reptiles, this has been an incredible cemetery tour. So guys, don't forget to do all the things. Hit that subscribe button when you do hit that bell so you never miss an upload. Leave a comment below and smash that like button. And there's lots more strange adventures coming up from here in Bangkok, Thailand. So until the next strange adventure, embrace your strange and rattle on.